Hey guys, so I just got back inside from going to pick up my microphone. Whenever we get something delivered out here by UPS or FedEx as of today, they never deliver it to the right house. It always ends up at my grandma and grandpa's, so I had to run over there to grab it. But I just thought I would go through what came with this particular microphone, and then hopefully once I put all these videos into my tablet, I'm going to plug the microphone into my tablet and see what the audio sounds like through there. And then at some point I will plug it into the computer when I'm not playing Sims and record audio through there and see how that sounds. So I did end up getting a Blue Yeti. I did my research. And I decided that for the price, the sound quality, how long it lasts, stuff like that, I decided it was the best option in the end. And it's very good for like podcasts and voiceovers and stuff like that. And I'm mostly going to be doing voiceovers, both for my videos and audiobooks and other projects that I eventually want to get into, but that'll be a while off, so I'm not going to get into it right now. But I got a nice little list of what was supposed to come with it, and as far as I can tell, I got everything that was supposed to come with it. We have the little screw adapter for the microphone stand. This can connect to the desk, and then it comes over and you can attach the microphone to it. I probably won't use it that often, but the one that came with this was cheaper than the one that didn't come with that, so worth it in the end. A pop filter that came with this particular package. And then also a pair of headphones that came with it, and a microfiber cloth. I read in the reviews that the headphones aren't anything that someone who's like super obsessed with sound and specifically listening with the headphones would be super obsessed with, but that they're still decent quality, and since again the package that came with those and the stand was cheaper than the one that didn't, it made sense. So I'm going to open all of these and mess around with the microphone for a little while and see what happens. If all goes well, eventually I plan on getting an adapter so I can use the microphone with my iPad, which is what I primarily record with. And if I ever feel adventurous, I'll try to get one for my phone as well, despite the fact that my phone's video quality sucks. But either way, I'm not sure what kind of voiceover thing I'm going to do, but I will do one through my tablet just to see what the sound quality is like, and then I'll see you again at some point. Alrighty, so this is what the microphone that actually is built into my tablet sounds like. So whenever I record voiceovers on my tablet, this is the quality that comes through. I have tried in the past to use a microphone that's connected to my earbuds, but plugging it into the headphone jack and using it creates a lot of static, so I end up just having to use the microphone that's built into my tablet, and this is what it sounds like. So I'm going to read a section from Cut to the Kill at the beginning of the book, both without the pop filter on the Blue Yeti and with the pop filter on the Blue Yeti, and then you guys will get to see the sound quality difference. I do not have any soundproofing, and because it's cold outside, the furnace kicks on and off. Right now, at this moment, it's on. If I waited until it was off, I would have to wait like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I would have a very short window to record anything afterward. So I'm just going to record with the furnace on. You'll hear it in the background, but I think you'll still 100% be able to tell the difference between this microphone and the Blue Yeti. So I'll do the one without the pop filter first, and we'll go from there. Prologue. February 7th, 2005, Monday, New York. She was tied to a table, the metal unbearably cold against her back. The gag in her mouth muffled her cries and screams for help. The skin on her wrists was already raw from all of her failed attempts at pulling the knot out of the ropes that had her trapped in the damned basement. It smelled like cologne and musty mold, an oddly unappealing combination, a smell that was an assault on the woman's olfactory nerve. There was a twinge of something iron, but the scent thankfully wasn't quite as obvious or strong as the former, much more offensive pair of scents. She heard a door open. She turned her head to look at the man as he walked through the open doorway. Her wide, panic-filled brown eyes met his much less panicked forest green ones. He smiled softly, reaching back to shut the door. "Good morning, Christine," he said. His voice was deep and smooth. His face was clean-shaven, his jawline harsh in the bright lighting of the room. "I'm sure you're wondering why you're here. How I know your name?" He crossed the room to stand beside the table. Christine's dark eyes followed him. He stared at her for a moment, allowing his gaze to drag over her naked figure. "I've been watching you, Christine. Following you." Alrighty, so this is that same section, except for this time I have the pop filter on, and we'll see if there's any sort of noticeable difference. Prologue, February 7th, 2005, Monday, New York. She was tied to a table, the metal unbearably cold against her back. The gag in her mouth muffled her cries and screams for help. The skin on her wrists was already raw from all of her failed attempts at pulling the knot out of the ropes that had her trapped in the damned basement. It smelled like cologne and musty mold, an oddly unappealing combination, a smell that was an assault on the woman's olfactory nerve. There was a twinge of something iron, but the scent thankfully wasn't quite as obvious or strong as the former, much more offensive pair of scents. She heard a door open. She turned her head to look at the man as he walked through the open doorway. Her wide, panic-filled brown eyes met his much less panicked forest green ones. He smiled softly, reaching back to shut the door. "Good morning, Christine," he said. His voice was deep and smooth. His face was clean-shaven, his jawline harsh in the bright lighting of the room. "I'm sure you're wondering why you're here. How I know your name?" He crossed the room to stand beside the table. Christine's dark eyes followed him. He stared at her for a moment, allowing his gaze to drag over her naked figure. "I've been watching you, Christine. Following you."
Hey guys, so it is actually 6:52 in the morning on Sunday, December 30th at the moment, and I am spending my morning mass editing the videos that I have not quite finished yet for this year. This one is the second to last video that I have to edit, I believe. The one after this is the yearly wrap-up, and then I am done for 2018. But at the moment, I am actually filming on my tablet, and I have my gaming headset plugged in, so I am using the microphone on that, so the audio is probably relatively clear. But I never filmed an outro of any kind for this video, and I just wanted to do that now. Normally I would record this on my iPad, but I don't want to have to film it and then wait for it to upload to Google Photos, and then wait for it to download on my tablet, so that way I can export it or import it into KineMaster and edit it and export it to my tablet's camera roll, because it's a long process. But I just wanted to say thank you again to anyone who donated to my Ko-Fi, or back when I had to buy me a coffee instead. Anyone who donated or bought book merch or bought a book of my own, that all contributed to buying the Blue Yeti microphone, and it does indeed mean the world to me that there are people out there who care about me, who care about my books, who care about my artwork, any of that, and it means a lot that anyone was willing to donate their own money to me to help support what I do and to help support me and my books and potentially audiobooks in the future and any of the other things that I plan to do on this channel. It really does mean a lot to me. So I just wanted to make sure to thank you guys for that one more time before I closed out this video. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video and want to continue supporting me, a like is always appreciated. And if you would like to stay updated on my writing, my editing, gaming videos every Friday, or any of the things that I do in between, sometimes narrations, sometimes anything else related to my book. I have some narrations coming in 2019. It's just taking a while to get there. Feel free to subscribe. And all the links to my authors page, as well as the links to my social media, are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.